Previously on the Arias Adventures.
Roads.
Okay, I really think we should head to the cove.
Smithhurst Cove, which is just outside of the city. You guys have found yourself taken on by these brutes.
On the pirate ship to Captain Dickbeard. All right.
Yes, Captain Dickbeard.
That's fuck that dude.
He reaches a hand out back behind him, and you see electricity starting to form around his wrist and fingers as he shoots off a blast of lightning that strikes Naomi. Okay, so it's the three of you and Feyora. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice establishment you have, I say out loud. Is anyone here?
And you see a case that's kind of like half open, and you see like this white powder kind of scattered around it.
I taste it.
Hey, what did you just do?
Is that mine dust?
Am I gonna die?
Is there any chance that you could take me and my friends over here for a little ride and see if we could investigate the mermaid ship?
I'm touching his coat again.
Oh boy. Listen to me,
Toguro,
Toguro.
you need to let go of this cloak.
Can I borrow it? Can I wear it?
You can wear it tonight if we get rowed back.
Oh, thank God.
After seeing Naomi get blasted with a giant hit of lightning and crumpling, you surrendered your rapier very begrudgingly. And find yourself being remanacled and whatnot and pulled roughly to your feet and being held firmly by the Goliath. The sorceress moves over to Naomi, and you see she bends over to check Naomi and whatnot, and whispers that, or quietly says that she's still alive, to which the man nods his head as he keeps his eyes on you. She then pulls the keys out of the lock and then steps over to the other cage and begins unlocking it to let the other two compatriots out. So the human gets up, like rubbing his neck and his chest and whatnot. The orc, or the, not the, Jesus, I keep thinking of Feyora, but she's not here. The Goliath.
Yeah, Feyora would be so much nicer.
The Goliath woman, the not friendly one, she steps out. She looks very disgruntled and pissed off. She gives you a nasty look as she takes a position just right over here next to the man.
So as I'm being sort of moved in that direction, I look at her and I say, "Thanks for keeping it warm for me."
She just grunts down at you. The man takes a casual step back and everything as he waits for the halfling to return. He's just like, so here's the thing. We meet earlier today, sticking your nose in business that wasn't sticking. And, ruined my lovely afternoon. And then as luck would have it, while my friends and I are out doing our thing, come across you again. It's almost like fate had it in store for us. So I suppose since we're starting to keep running into each other like this, perhaps formal introductions are necessary.
Oh, I mean, I thought we were way past formal introductions. It seems like we're old friends now.
So friend, what do I call you besides Mr. Kitty Cat?
Well, as much as I've come to adore my moniker, you can call me Road.
Okay, Road.
And who do I have the pleasure of addressing, other than obviously your official title is Captain Dickbeard?
He gives an overly exaggerated, like flourished bow, and he's just like, Carver Blackwood at your service.
Wood, that sounds fitting. Seems that's all you think with anyway.
I like you. Again, you got some spit in you, man. I like that. It makes encounters like these more interesting and less dull and full of tears and weeping bitches. So I like this. It's gonna be even more fun to break you later. So this is good. Keep it up, man. Keep it coming.
I'm glad that we entertain each other, Dread Pirate Blackbeard or Blackwood or whatever.
Blackwood. Call me Carver.
Carver it is then. So, Carver, you seem to be in the slavery business. How is business these days?
Oh, pretty good. I mean, like, my mates and I, we got our hands in a little bit of everything. Slavery, piracy, mercenaries for hire, this and that. Building up a reputation.
Oh, so you're like a virtuoso douchebag then.
Sure. He gives another chuckle. Me and the my pals here and I, we call ourselves the Kraken's son.
Oh. Fascinating. Well.
Yeah.
Kraken's son. Where are we going?
Well, we were just doing a little bit of light piracy for the afternoon before we headed back to port. Got some business to finish up in Fizzpark, and then back to Slateport. Ever been?
Well, actually I have.
Oh, nice. Where is that? Where you hail from?
Oh, I hail from somewhere much, much farther afield than that. As you've probably guessed by the fact that you keep referring to me as a cat. But can't say that I found Slateport particularly enjoyable.
Oh, you just didn't go to the right places.
Yeah, well, I feel like your version of right isn't exactly my cup of tea.
Fair enough. As you guys are talking, the halfling woman slides down the ladder, and you find yourself joined by a couple other folks. These appear to be a couple of orcs, and I need you to make an insight check.
God damn it, they're going to be the ones we fought in the tavern already. Have we fought everyone that is out to get me? My insight check is a 12.
It takes you a few minutes.
At least we killed that first one.
You did. You notice a couple of them, they haven't quite noticed you yet, but after a few minutes of checking like one or two of them out, you realize that a couple of these motherfuckers were with the orc Karg last night, who cheated Toguro out of, 30 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Didn't I already kill your friend?
As you say that, one of the orcs looks at you and he's like, Oi, boss, this is one of those fuckers we were telling you about.
Bro just starts laughing. This is Rich. Oh, well.
He points at you still, and he's just like, yeah, he had a little mate with him, a small fellow. And I don't know what he did, but he played some shitty music. And the next thing I know, we're all outside on the heap and Karg's dead.
Yeah, he's got a talent for that.
And with that, Carver is listening to this and watching your reactions and seeing the surprise on this guy's face. And he clearly looks pissed off, even just more pissed off. And he's just like, you said, which tavern did this take place at? And the orc's just like, tells that it's the Gearhead. He's like, to make a trip there later this evening, it looks like. Some business. So it's not just you and the pretty girl. You got more crew with you, huh?
Oh, well, you've got friends. I've got friends. I guess we should all just hang out, shouldn't we? And Rode looks like literally like the proverbial cat that got the cream right now, just at the annoyance that he's causing.
He Len from the cage is just like, oh, nice, you killed one of these guys already. Good job.
Yeah, well, practice. As he looks straight at Blackwood when he says that.
Len just chuckles and whatnot at you, and you hear Git is just kind of like nervously like, shh, what are you doing? You're gonna miss up to the cat. And Len's just like, shut up, bitch. Don't be such a puss. So yeah, Len's totally on board with you on all of this.
I like Len.
So Carver turns from you and takes a step over to the cage as he peers in and checks out the two gnomes, and he's just like, huh, so a couple of tinkerers out on the ocean, huh? How does that happen? And Len's just like, I don't know. How does your bitch of a mom put out and not eat a creepy troll like you?
So Rode laughs at that and he goes, truthfully, I hired them to go find a lost city. Happy to show you where it is if you like. It lands with a submarine.
I mean, we have that big giant metal ball.
Yeah, but can you drive it?
Least looks at you. Can you?
Yeah.
And which one of you folks built that thing? And Lynn's just like, I don't know. Who gave you your face, your mom or your dad? Because shit, odds aren't looking good there for future kids.
And Rode just laughs wildly at all this. Oh, when he's right, Carver.
Carver's just like, two are quite a pair, aren't you, huh? Mouthy little fox.
You have no idea.
So with that, he reaches through the cage and pulls Get in like close, like slams his head up against the bars. And he's just like, I dropped her fairly quickly. I could do the same to you, your tiny ass. So I'd watch your tongue there, friend. So he drops Len, and Len rubs his head and is just like, fuck you.
Now, Carver, that's not very gentlemanly, is it? Here we were having a lovely little chat, and you've got to go make threats. Keep in mind, I'm keeping a tally.
So am I. As you both are kind of like standing there, like in this silence, Git quickly rushes up to the cage. He's like, hey, how about this? How about this? I can tell you about my submarine if you'd like, and we can work things out. Yeah, how's that sound? Yeah. Like nervously, eyes are darting about and whatnot. Do you have any response to that, or are you just watching to see what Git does?
I, without taking my eyes off Carver, I say, Git, just relax. I think that we're going to endure the hospitality of Captain Carver here a little bit longer.
No. I don't like enclosed space. Not like this. I don't like cage. No. Not this. I gotta get back to my bench. This is,
You're gonna get back to your bench. Deep breath. Carver, truly, these two had nothing to do with our little spat. If you want to show somebody who's boss, you can try and show me, but don't drag them into it.
He's like, let's take a walk, Rode. And he heads up the ladder.
So as he does that, I turn to the
Mhm.
Goliath and I go, "He's funny," and sort of gesture down to the manacles around my ankles.
The Goliath just picks you up by the back of your shirt and whatnot, almost just like a cat that's in trouble.
Mom, is that you?
The halfling woman tries to hide a smirk. As it does look like he's, picking up a just overly large cat to set him outside as you guys climb the steps and whatnot. He just carries you. There are 10 additional crew people going about business here above deck. There's some on the deck, up a couple of the masts, someone at the helm. Yeah. Off to the right, bound in heavy chains, you see the two Goliaths.
I sort of nod at them and I go, "You all holding up all right?"
You see Emeth, the silent one, looks like he's got a nasty gash across his face and some bruising around across his body and whatnot, like he's taken some hits. Vemeth, he's looking a little, he's looking kind of roughed up as well. Not his regular, when he sees you, he almost kind of like gives you a look of contempt, like, what did we get ourselves into?
So I turn back to Carver and I go, "Looks like you did a number on my hired help."
Well, I didn't. She did. And he did. Points at the two Goliaths on his side.
Ah, so it's Goliath thing, I suppose. Still, they were really only hired to lift stuff. Again, bystanders. And so I call out to Vemeth and Emeth and I go, "Double wages for today."
Emeth tries to give you a bit of a smile, but his lips pretty busted up. Vemeth is just kind of like, eh. Carver is just like, oh, okay, so these guys aren't completely with you, huh? Fellas, how about we clear some of this up? My apologies. I didn't realize you were just hired help for the day. How would you guys be interested in actual, legitimate, regular paying work?
I look at him. It's Vemeth is the more talkative one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look him in the eye and I just sort of mouth, "Take the work. It's okay."
He looks at you and he looks over at Carver and he's just like, "Hey, we were just loading things. We don't owe this guy anything. Sorry about hitting you earlier today and your pals.
He's just trying to earn his paycheck. That's all.
Yeah, that's exactly that. But if you're really offering work, we're definitely in." And Carver's like, see? He turns to you. Now that's an actual conversation. And he apologized for earlier. How nice was that?
Yeah, well, Goliath has always been more cultured than I've been.
He goes over and starts unlocking Vemeth and whatnot. He's like, and how about you there, big guys? He looks at Emeth. And Emeth just after watching Vemeth say all that, you see this look of kind of appallingness across his face and surprise as he just looks to him and then looks to Carver and then spits towards Carver.
Rhodes smiles just ever so slightly.
Carver's just like, that's too bad. Mr. Vemeth, I hope you don't mind if your pal here remains in his chains. And Vemeth is just like, come on, are you kidding me? I don't owe this guy anything. It's an actual job we can have. And Emeth just looks at him and grunts, shakes his head stubbornly. And Vemeth just looks at him and is just like, whatever, man. He gets up to his feet and whatnot, takes a step behind Carver. So you have lost Vemeth.
It's all right. At least he's all right.
Yeah.
It's in Rhodes' mind, right now, it's if it hadn't been for Naomi going down, he would have just kept fighting. to the death,
Right.
whatever it took. And so now at this point, the game is, how do I keep my companions alive?
Make a perception check as all this has been transpiring.
That is a 17.
You see a small craft coming closer into view from the port, and you see it has 3 people, 2 of which who appear to be directing the small dinghy and whatnot, and the third person is wearing a cloak, so you're not able to completely make out that person sitting there coming forward. A couple of the guys on the ship rush over to start getting things ready to hoist them on board and whatnot.
So can I make an insight check that see if these are expected people, maybe somebody who's more in charge or subordinate,
yeah, you can.
or just sort of what their what the sort of the shift in the attitude of the crew at noticing these people is. And so that for insight would be a 22.
Judging by the movement of people currently on board this ship, it looks to be like they're expecting this small boat. The elven woman comes up behind Carver and puts his hand on her shoulder, and you hear her in a low voice say, "They're here."
Mm-hmm.
He seems to have lost interest in you and the others at the moment, as he looks like he's preparing. And you see the elven woman cast something over her to clean up herself as well, straightening her garments. And I forgot to have you make another perception check as things were going on.
Okay. That is a 19.
Okay. One of the things you noticed from the elven woman as she started to straighten herself up a bit and whatnot, for just a quick second, you see almost like a ripple across her face, and not just like a regular emotional like change, but almost like a physical, like her eye, like almost like a water type ripple across her face as her eyes almost flick from like a violet to a brown, or to a pale, not brown, from like violet to pale and then violet again.
Is this a feature of any creature that I'm familiar with, like a doppelganger or a changeling or anything like that?
Make a nature check.
That is only an 11.
Yeah, you're not sure. It just happened for just a quick instant. You're not even sure if what you saw was real or not.
Okay. I will stow that away in my memory.
The boat, the small dinghy, is now being hoisted up and whatnot, and you see 2 people disembark who appear to be similarly dressed to other members of the current crew, and they both turn to help a smaller figure step out. It appears to be a halfling wearing a long black cloak, wearing dark colored clothes underneath. They still haven't pulled back their hood or anything yet, but you do make out a little bit of longish hair, almost like blonde curly hair from underneath the cloak. And you see Carver's whole demeanor change from cocky, "this is my domain" and whatnot, to almost like a formal, like receiving someone important stance. The person steps forward, and you hear a female voice speak, and he greets her and whatnot and welcomes her. And you hear him ask how a Lord Renault is doing. And I need you to make history. Go ahead and do that. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. That's a natural 1, so.
Jesus. There's something about the name Renault that just kind of like sticks out, but you can't quite know why.
Okay. Renault. Okay.
As Carver says this, the person pulls back their hood, and you see a older halfling woman with blonde curly hair, partially tied back loosely and whatnot. She's wearing almost like a deep violet color travel attire underneath her cloak and whatnot. She doesn't have like weapons that you can see on her. And as you're also seeing this, you also notice something that jumps out at you. Her eyes are a very vibrant green as well. And she has a very similar mark on her neck that you've seen before. Looks like a snake, like brand or tattoo or mark on her neck. And you've seen this before. You've noted, you remember one morning on your guys' way looking for Claire and on your way to the White Tower, waking up one morning and just ever so slightly noticing a weird mark on Mannie's neck.
Oh,
you never said anything to him, but it is a snake.
Oh, yeah, that's something that Rode would know well since he loves Mannie so much. Okay, so the snarkiness, and notice like he was about to like make a comment to like, you know, something obnoxious to just like throw the you know, the kilter off here. But on seeing that mark, he sort of like stops in his tracks, his eyes get wide, and his mouth drops open. So that like all you can see are like behind the fur and just like his two like canines just like agape as he sort of like rolls his, I mean, even he already stands kind of with his shoulders rolled forward, but like and this whole time on the deck he's had his like shoulders back to just sort of like look ill at ease, like, to look at ease and whatnot. And he just like returns to his normal suit posture, just sort of completely aghast.
Told you I had twists tonight.
God. Okay. All right. Prophecies.
Oh, yeah. You start remembering that.
Yeah. All right. The son must save the mother from her darkness.
Yeah, I forgot. You guys, hey, good job for remembering those. I have those
those written down. Those I have written down.
So yeah, you see she just looks up at him with a similar serious face that you've seen Mannie give so many times. And there's a slight edge to her features as well. Her features are a bit sharper than Mannie's, but she just looks up at him and she says, "We have business to discuss in private from Lord Renault." And he gestures over to the captain's quarters and says, "By all means." He turns and faces you guys and snaps his fingers, and he's just like, "Put him back down with the girl, and then make sure that they stay down there." As he, the sorceress, and the halfling woman head across the ship into the captain's area.
So as they're leaving, I call out, "Your son plays beautiful music." And then I just go with the Goliaths.
She just gives you ever so slightly, see her eyebrow arch just a bit. But other than that, she gives no other indication as she turns and follows the others in the other room. And you are taken back below deck and shoved back into the cage. We'll be right back with the rest of the episode after a quick word from some of our other fellow podcast friends.
Welcome, friends and adventurers, to Dungeons and Blackguards, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. Join us each week as the party tries to survive DM Robulon's homebrew sandbox campaign. Episode 1, A Deadly Point.
There we go. High five.
I'm a big robot. I put my hand up and I don't get it.
I high five my own hand.
Yeah.
And then run out of the cell.
Join us and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Greetings, friends. Cassie here with an exciting announcement from Party Advantage. we are planning a special bonus episode coming in December, a behind the DM screen where we answer all your show questions. We would like to invite you to send in your questions about the cast, characters, campaign, any other Farwind or Arias info you're just dying to know about. There are a number of ways you can contact us with your questions. You can email us at partyadvantagepodcast.com, send us a message on our Facebook or Twitter using @partyadvantage, or hop on over to our Discord server by following the link in this week's episode description. As always, if you've been enjoying this show, please take the time to review us wherever you get your podcast. Reviews help us spread the word and grow the show so that we can bring you even more exciting content. And whenever you find yourself wanting to know more about our show, the campaign, Arias Farwind, or about our fantastic players, please make sure to check out our website at partyadvantagepodcast.com. You'll find it full of character backstories, lore, maps, and much, much more. Thank you so much for listening, and now, back to the show.
So, before we, while we're going to the ship, before we get close, I'd like to hold my action to cast invisibility.
Okay.
And make them invisible as soon as we're heading up to the mermaid.
Or the fisherman's boat.
Well, we'll be in the fisherman's boat.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, up to potentially where a road may be.
Feyora still offers her services to you guys if you need it.
Yeah, I think we could use it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you should keep
along. She's just like, I mean, Goliaths aren't the most trustworthy people.
Hey, hey, Mannie, what if we had Feyora and Toguro invisible, and then just you and I?
I do.
Okay.
No. Nope.
We can do that. Don't worry. He doesn't have to hold your hand or anything.
I mean, they're really our big power. So maybe that would be a bigger surprise if we had both of those. You know, considering they are orcs, we don't know what we're going to run into. Okay, so I'll do that.
Okay.
If Feyora is consenting me to.
Yeah, I don't have to babysit him while we're invisible, do I? I guess I'll need to. Shit.
Well, yeah, maybe a little bit. I'm sorry. We could pay you.
Bell on him?
No,
that would be the opposite of what we want.
Yeah,
it's going to work out fine because you're going to be invisible. I'm invisible. We can only see each other.
That's not how invisibility works.
Have you ever been invisible?
No, but I've had magic explained to me. Have you?
It is different, so let's just be calm and we'll work together. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Toguro,
trust us.
Try to be as normal as you can. All right.
Alrighty. So you guys head pretty far out into the bay and everything, and you see a few ships and whatnot. Feyora knows what the mermaid looks like, so she's keeping an eye out for it. You see ships coming and going to the city and whatnot, and you see a couple of smaller ships. It's starting to get close to evening time now, so it's getting close to dusk and all that. Everyone except Adam make perception checks, because there's no point in having Adam make a perception check now.
20.
19.
You notice a smaller boat, kind of like a rowboat, passing by your guys' ship that appears to have a few people, 3 or 4 people on it. 2 or 3 of them, or 2 of them appear to be rowing really furiously and whatnot. One seems kind of steering a rudder, and the 4th person is heavily cloaked and sitting at the bow of the ship and whatnot and everything. As best as you guys can tell, you don't see any tabaxi amongst them. Appears to be like 3 large men and then a smaller humanoid figure, the one who's sitting at the bow of the ship. None of them look in your guys' direction, but it looks like they're coming from a larger galley. You see at the front of it is this giant, like, terrifying kraken that has its tentacles wrapped around like a merfolk figure on it that looks to be in agony and whatnot. And I mean, like, this ship is huge. And you hear Feyora kind of like let out a gasp next to her as she points in that ship's direction. And you see alongside of it is a smaller skiff, kind of like similar to the boat you're currently. And she points to that smaller boat. She's like, "That's the mermaid. That's Len's boat."
It is? Wait, so who's in this rowboat?
I don't know. You see, she heads over back to where you guys were looking to look at the rowboat, but now they've like already passed you guys and are heading back towards the city.
So, DM, I just have a quick question for clarity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, we were approaching a giant boat.
Mm-hmm.
On the way to a giant boat, there was a rowboat passing us towards the shore where we came from.
Yeah.
And then next to this big giant boat is the mermaid.
Yeah.
The boat that we were looking for.
Exactly. Okay.
At this point, Mannie's going to be like, "Okay, orcs, be quiet," and touch them and cast invisibility.
Adam, you feel a ripple of magic tingle all over you.
Okay.
And in your already fucked up state, how are you reacting to that?
How's it feel?
I mean, Mannie's magic is pretty, positive feelings.
Magical.
I know, I'm not trying to be gross.
It's like a feeling of clarity.
I'm so glad I'm invisible because I probably have a major erection. Just gonna come out and say, with drugs and the positive feeling touching me all over, I probably got a massive erection. That's all I'm gonna say on it. I'm dropping it. That's how I'm doing right now. Being invisible is probably the best thing for me right now.
So as this is happening,
not doing nothing. Just clarify. I'm just saying that's how I feel.
You notice that Feyora disappears next to you as Mannie touches her.
I reach out to touch where she was. Is she still there?
You feel her.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep. Okay. Stop that.
And then I just explained to them quietly. All right. The only way the invisibility will break as soon as you attack someone.
Okay.
So once you attack someone, the invisibility will wear off.
So hold it.
So hold it as long as you can until we are in absolute danger.
So what do we tell this guy to do? Pull up alongside? Like, what's our plan? That's a big ass galley.
Me and Lokeros will do the talking. You guys just please stay quiet.
Okay.
You just be ready when we say go. Mm-hmm. Like literally, we'll say go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or now.
She puts a hand on Togoro's shoulder just to make sure she can direct him.
And the more we can flank, the better.
Gotcha.
So if you guys have to sneak away from us to get behind everybody, do it because you guys can.
Whatever advantage you can get, even if we are currently in battle, if you see something that you can do that will be advantageous, then do it.
She nods her head in understanding.
So as we pull up closer to the boats, do we see anybody aboard the mermaid that we can get onto?
You see a handful of people aboard the mermaid. A few orcs, a couple of humans. You see a human standing on top of like this metal contraption that's just kind of like sitting on the deck.
Do I see like guarding the ship?
You do see they appear to be armed and whatnot, as it looks like they're securing this smaller boat and whatnot. You see one of them's checking out the big metal ball thing. You're assuming that's the submersible.
Right.
So they're kind of acting like they don't belong there.
Oh yeah.
All right, Lokeros, follow my lead, okay? So as we pull up, I'd like to try to get one of their attentions, maybe like someone looking out for anybody coming up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, oi, rough seas today.
One of the humans looks at you from the mermaid and it's just like, yeah, ahoy, you need something?
No, I was actually wondering if you could give me some information.
Uh-huh.
How close am I to this individual?
You guys are getting close to about, let's see, to get within like better talking distance, you had your fisherman boat bring you up pretty close.
Yeah,
so,
I'd like to, would I say 30 feet away from the guy?
Oh yeah, you're about 30 feet away.
Perfect. So I'm going to do a charm person on him.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw of 15.
Oh yeah, he failed.
Beautiful. I'm going to say, look, I really, 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 really would love to see who's in charge of your boat. And I think that you want to take us to him and, have not anybody armed, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
You want to see the boss?
Yeah, I definitely want to see the boss. And basically how it works is so it's charmed. So any persuasion check I have is with advantage.
Okay.
And anything like against my persuasion towards him, as long as I'm not threatening him, as disadvantage.
Gotcha. Yeah, you want to talk to the boss, Carver, man. He's the one in charge of us.
Carver, yeah.
Huh? Yeah, let's
just
Carver.
Yeah, let's go. Bring me right to him. And I don't think we need any weapons or anything.
Oh, I mean, I don't. I just have my dagger on me, just in case we ever.
So as we're loading up, and he's going to take us.
Yeah, he happily throws a line out to you guys so you can pull yourselves alongside. The other members on with him are just kind of like, "What are you doing, dude?" No.
I'm rubbing the back of Manny's jacket.
As we're getting a little, as we're grabbing the rope, I turn my back to them and I whisper to Mannie, are we going to have them stay on the boat at the ready? We're just the two of us.
The orcs need to follow us.
Are they going to
follow us?
Yes.
So yeah, everyone should follow me to up the rope, I say.
So yeah, the very friendly human now like throws a plank across your guys' ship so you guys could walk across. The guy who brought you out here, he's just like, do you guys want me to wait or?
That would be great.
Okay.
We'll be right back. And I give him thumbs up and I just keep going, walking on the ship.
Adam, you feel Feyora directing you to follow Mannie and Lokeros.
Oh, I follow to the ends of the earth, I said.
God. So yeah.
Every so often trying to get a like touch of his jacket from the back. Like just swatting at it.
Fucking love you.
So
what was that last part? Sorry.
He's swatting at my coat.
Rub. Like I just do one of those touch from the neck down to the back. Like I do one of those like hi. Like every so often we're just walking behind him. It's like, I love this jacket.
It is a nice purple.
What material is it made out of, Mannie?
Oh, of course it's suede, so it's like super soft.
Okay, members of the audience, this is why you don't do mind dust.
Exactly. We do not support the use of drugs at all. So that is known.
Yeah,
ever mind dust in D&D or in real life, stay away from the mind dust. This is what it does to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so as we're going on, I'm ask my new friend. Mm-hmm. So how many are you around this?
Oh, on the ship, there's like a good 50 or so of us. You
hear that, guys? 50 of them.
Yeah, our boss Carver Blackwood. Yeah, he leads us all. We're the Kraken son.
So is this your like main boat? This big guy over here?
Oh yeah.
That's a big boat.
Yeah,
and what
she
was your
is.
boss's name again?
Carver Blackwood.
Well, I'd love to meet him. So how much further?
Oh, well, we just got to climb up this ladder onto the main deck. See, we got the smaller ship earlier today. We bagged a couple of Goliaths and some gnomes, and we also bagged we bagged a Nikojin.
No way, a
don't
Nikojin? I've never
say.
seen one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, a
We're gonna
Nikojin.
sell
Wow.
her. Boss says
Oh,
that she'll fetch a really good price, especially since she's like super pretty looking. Like, yeah.
Any
Yeah.
mail?
We gotta dude. I thought I was tripping balls earlier because I had drank quite a bit, but we bagged like this full on, I kid you not, human looking cat guy.
A
Really?
human-looking cat.
Oh
guy.
yeah. He tried to put up.
You were tripping because there's no such thing.
No, there is. He's like
No.
totally down below. He put up
You
a
should
really
show
good
us.
fight.
Seriously?
Oh, that's
He's down
I gotta
below?
see. I gotta see this. Come on.
Well, we gotta go talk to the boss first, as you guys.
All right.
climbing up the rope there.
Like at the bottom of this boat or on your big Kraken boat?
on the big Kraken boat.
On the big Kraken boat. Wow. All right.
This is, as you guys climb aboard the big Kraken boat, this is the top deck that you see. You see people up the riggings and whatnot. You see a guy at the helm and whatnot. These don't look like your average sailors. Go ahead and make an insight check, Lokeros and Mannie.
I'm too busy talking to the guy. I got a 3.
Good thing I'm not so busy. Which check again? Sorry.
Insight.
Insight. Ooh, yeah. 22.
Yeah, once you're getting settled here onto the deck, you notice these guys, they look to be armed pretty to the teeth and whatnot.
With like pistols.
You're seeing sabers, scimitars, swords.
Okay, but nothing like Cat was packing.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, that's a cat invention. I don't think these guys would have that.
Go ahead and place you guys.
At least as far as cat knows, it's a cat invention.
Yeah.
All right. So where's this
So-
captain of yours?
You see coming out of captain's quarters is a tall human man with dark hair pulled back. He's got a little bit of facial hair. It looks to be pretty well groomed and what, but he does look to have he's armed in like heavy leathers, and see he's got a big great sword strapped to his back. He has piercing eyes and whatnot. He looks to have a very intelligent, clever look about him. Following very closely by his side is surprisingly a high elven woman who is carrying a long black staff next to her and everything. And the man spots the two of you and the crew member who helped you aboard, and he kind of like raises a disapproving eyebrow and he scrolls over.
I put my hand up.
We
and
were
wave
done with
to him and say,
visitors.
hey, what's
He's just
up?
like, he approaches. He's like, I thought we were done with visitors for the evening. What's going on here? Guy, he looks to he's just like, oh yeah, these guys came up alongside and this little fella here was just asking who the boss was, and I figured, why not introduce you and whatnot? And he's super cool dude. How about you head back downstairs and whatnot, or back onto the other ship and secure it? Now, it's like, oh yeah, sure. Turns to you guys and gives you like a good luck and scrambles back down.
I
Thank
wave.
you so much.
Thank you. Very helpful.
So,
Hi there.
Yeah, hello. This is an interesting surprise. What
It is
can
an
I
interesting surprise. You know, it's funny. I heard a rumor that you had a friend of ours on this ship.
you hear you guys hear to your left, Manny, you notice an orc kind of like freeze in place, and as you quickly glance over, the orc looks like one of the guys from the bar fight the night before.
Ugh.
One of the ones you
Well.
cast sleep on.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Shit.
Boss, he recognizes the two of you. Boss, those are two of the guys. And
Yes, we
Carver's,
are.
We are
Carver's
too
just
now.
like,
I don't like people that mess with my friends.
huh,
Yeah. It's really, really weird.
interesting. Well, this day just keeps getting better and better.
It does.
It does. So I assume you guys are here to surrender as an apology for tonight's
Surrender.
kerfuffle.
Yeah, that's the
He's
funniest
funny.
thing I've ever heard.
He's got such
He is
jokes.
funny. He's got
Adam,
great jokes.
Toguro, you see this human guy tell this great joke.
Oh, don't make me. Are you gonna make me? Are you
What would-
serious?
I was gonna say, what would Toguro do?
How, okay, well, I mean, was it that funny? I didn't think it was that funny, but like,
Oh, okay. I was just pointing it out. You see, there's a really pretty elven woman, really brightly
Oh.
colored staff next that she's holding.
oh god, I want to touch that staff.
Yeah. You see one of the orcs from last night you were playing cards with.
Oh, am I still like pretty drugged up?
Yeah, a little bit. It hasn't completely
Oh.
worn off yet.
Oh,
So, I think that we need to get our friend back. And
You're a funny little guy.
Well, I'll tell you what, we can do one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
We can trade.
So you guys are going to trade yourselves for your friend.
Ha ha ha, you really are funny. No. We're going to make a trade, or we're just going to have to cut you down where you stand.
Let's see. 1, 2 versus, well, everyone up here and everyone 2 levels below. So I'm thinking my odds are better than yours.
Well, I don't know. See, there's the whole head of the snake thing. And, you know, a couple of your guys already know we mean business. That was just a bar fight.
I don't
yeah,
get
we really didn't get too serious there. And look, either I get my friend back or I burn your whole fucking ship to the ground.
Oh, well, look at you. You're a vicious little fellow, aren't you?
Oh, that's his nice side.
I'm going to say, you got the same. I can see how you're friends with Rhodes. He's got a bit of a bite to him, too.
Yeah.
Right as he says Rhodes,
Mm-hmm.
I take a swipe at him.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Right as he says that, I just attack him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm going to do Crimson Right.
Okay.
That's a 22.
That hit.
22 damage is 8, 5, 13. And my Crimson Right, that's 2 fire damage.
Okay. Let's. Yeah. Is that all the damage you do? Just 2?
Of the fire damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all that I do. It's just 2
Well, what about your blade? What'd you get for your blade attack?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was 13.
Oh, that
Okay.
missed.
No, 13 damage plus the 2 fire
13 damage. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was 22 to hit. Sorry.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Mannie, are you going to make an act 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell now, so that the 2 invisible people hopefully would make it around the captain while he was talking.
Yeah.
Or someone. And then I'm going to fire off a firebolt.
Okay. Adam, if you want to move your character or if you're just still stuck standing right there, that's fine.
I feel like I would have moved over by her because I really want to touch that
You really wanted
staff.
to touch her staff. Okay. Fair enough. Oops. Nope.
26 to hit.
And you're still attacking Carver.
Yeah, I'm attacking the boss.
Yeah. That hits.
So that 16 fire damage. And that's all I can do for right now.
All right. And with that, we will go ahead and have y'all roll initiative.
Six for Mannie.
Jesus.
Yeah, no.
17.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
No. Sorry, Road.
We tried to save you.
He was fun.
I'm going to group Carver and his companion to go together, and then the other minions go just to...
Okay, and that's the high elf gal.
Yeah, the S is her. First up is Feyora.
Nice.
She's first.
And invisible.
And invisible. So, yeah, you see all of a sudden as she comes visible, she has in one hand raised and brings it down across Carver's back, and he lets out a surprised groan as she slashes him. And then in her other hand, you see she's got an axe that she quickly also brings across, flash at him. So she does damage to him. He grunts and so yeah, he calls out orders to secure everything and attack you guys. It's going down. And with that, next up is Lokeros.
Okay, first I am going to do Blood Curse of the Marked as my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And mark Carver, so all Crimson Right damage is doubled.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to just lay into this guy. Two heavy attacks right on him. 19. Does that
hit him? Yeah, that hit.
To hit. Yep, 19 to hit. Perfect. Okay, so we do 15 damage from the sword, and 4 from the Crimson Right.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 17, 25.
That hits.
Perfect. Oh, look, I rolled double 5s again.
Nice.
So that's another 15 and 3. So 3 by the fire. So that should be 14 from the fire total with the double damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 more 15. So that's 45 total. Or 43. Sorry. If I could add.
Jeez.
Nice. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you guys got a good drop on. He does. He doesn't take them like. He takes those as these gashes just. He's just already pooling with blood, man.
Yeah.
And after that last slash, I say, "Are you ready to release him now?" And my eyes are just flaming.
He spits out a mouthful of blood as he just looks at you and just pulls out his sword, and he's just like, "Oh, you're gonna pay for that, you bastard." and he is to attack you. He pulls out his great sword to attack you, Lokeros. And your AC
17.
17. So his first attack, he comes down with just as heavy of an impact with his sword at you, as it just slices right across your chest, and you take 15 points of damage from his first attack. Then he attacks again with goes to swipe again, but that missed. And yeah, that's his turn. So the woman, she's going to take her turn, and you see she concentrate on her staff as it starts to glow green, and you see some magic trickle out of the stone that's on it, and it goes over to Carver as you see a couple of his wounds close up just a little bit. And then that's all she does for right now. And then you see her stone begins concentrating as you see stone start shifting in colors and whatnot with her next attack. So Mannie, you're up.
I'm up. All right.
I'm gonna out, Mannie.
Yeah, I'm gonna concentrate on the healer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna chromatic orb her. Does a 15 hit?
Hit her?
Yeah.
It does not.
15 misses.
Yeah,
right.
Sorry. Toguro or Mannie, was there anything else or?
Nope, that's all I can do right now.
All right. So Toguro, you kind of you snap out of your mindset as you see this guy as everyone starts attacking. This guy just slashes at Lokeros with his sword and whatnot, and you see Feyora attacking as well.
Okay. All right. I'm mad. I go into rage.
Okay.
And I pop out. I'm gonna grapple that bitch.
Okay.
I go, surprise, motherfucker. And so in rage, I get advantage on strength checks. So that's what grappling is. So I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he's got the
That's a
spinny.
19.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, go
That hits
20.
her.
Well, that's a good one, though.
Jesus Christ. I did not mean to do. I don't know how I'd make it. 21.
Yeah, you got her, man.
Oh, it's better.
What can I do with her?
What the fuck do you mean?
Throw her off the ship.
Like, because technically you only need one. It says you only need one free arm to grapple.
Okay.
Can I just fucking smack her as hard as I want in the head and knock her out?
Sure.
Stab her, right?
Make a strength check. You're good at smacking people.
I get advantage on strength. 16, a punch her in the fucking side of the head.
No, it doesn't hit her AC.
Oh, but I still have her grappled.
Yeah, you still have her grappled. She takes.
I'm gonna use her as a meat shield.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna face the guy that. Yeah, I'm turning that way to the guy over there.
Okay. So the minions are up. So only 2 of them are going to be able to really do any attacks. So Feyora's for
Protect your jacket.
Jesus. Feyora is going to take an attack. 15 damage. And Mannie, what is your AC again?
It's 13. However, if he rolls anything below a 19, he misses because I'm gonna activate shield as a reaction.
Gotcha. 8 misses. Yeah.
All right.
You activate it just in time as the shield deflects his swing. So Feyora is up again, and she's going to turn her attention. Let's see, actually, think I'll have. Well, yeah, I need to have her turn her attention to the guy that's attacking her behind.
Mhm.
So, she's gonna turn around and bring her maul across his face. She lets out like this bestial roar. The life in her eyes, like her eyes, from that kind of like passive, like awkward demeanor that she usually has. Now you see fire in her eyes. She's completely transformed into a completely different person.
Barbarian.
Oh,
As she,
barbarian rage.
Begins to attack.
See the berserk class?
I hope so.
So she attacks.
I do not feel good with this woman, just so you know.
Like holding the woman?
Well, my condition from earlier, and then now walking Feyora, and I'm holding a woman close to me.
Oh, God.
I feel so bad for her.
She, for a moment, she's like, "Are you? Oh my God!"
All attacks from her are at disadvantage now.
As she's completely awkwardly uncomfortable being grappled by you.
Hey, if I was in my right mind, I'd be uncomfortable too.
So Feyora just rolled a nat 20, and her second attack. So she she brings her maul, and then she immediately follows through with her axe as she pretty much just like decapitates this guy who tried to attack her.
Jeez, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Glad we brought her along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the blood like sprays across the deck, anime style, as his head bounce across the wooden planks.
Beautiful.
Hello.
And then she lets out an Uruk-hai-ish kind of roar, right?
Oh yeah. Not the same Feyora from just moments ago. And you see she begins to like start making her movements to this guy over here. She's just gonna like clear this deck for you guys as you focus on Carver and his magic person. So
Okay.
Lokeros, you're up again.
Carving into Carver. Oh, look at that. Okay. Let's see. How about a 18?
An 18 hits.
Sweet. Then I got two 18s here. So damage is, wow, look at that. 2 4s and 2 3s. So that is 14, 24 total damage for 2 hits.
24 damage?
Yeah, 2 hits.
Nice.
I rolled 2 10s. So 18.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Alrighty.
as a side note, I dropped to Crimson right.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty,
Cool.
So after you cut into him, he again spits another mouthful of blood, and then he just like slowly looks up at you and lets this shit-eating grin appear on his face as he begins to disappear from your view.
Oh, dang it. No,
Wait, he flew
No,
or
he-
what?
it disappeared.
Oh, he's invisible.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it was if you need an attack roll for it, then I could have deflected it. But
So Mannie, as Carver disappears,
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to use... So, I think this works. I'm going to try Dissonant Whispers as
Mhm.
level 3.
okay.
And I'm going to choose Carver. Because it doesn't... In the spell, it says that I whisper a melody. I'm just going to pull out my flute. And then only one target of your choice can hear it. So as long as he can hear, it affects him. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw of
that
15.
works.
Okay, wisdom saving throw 15?
Yeah.
It's going to be a 15.
All right, so it just takes half damage.
Okay.
All right. So that's a 5d6 damage.
Nice.
So
That's half damage.
Yeah, no.
17 half. So that is yeah, can't do math. 8 damage.
Yeah. Right.
So 8 damage of psychic.
Alrighty. And is that all you do?
And then I'm going to give an inspiration to Toguro.
All right. So Adam, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna. I'm gonna hit her
Throw that bitch overboard.
again.
Oh my god.
Oh my
dice.
god,
Why does your dice
Okay,
hate
that's fine though.
that's a 22 to headbutt her as fucking hard as I can in her head, knock her out, and break her nose.
shit?
I'm just like holding her, and I just go bam.
Okay. Yeah, she drops.
Oh, I'm not letting go. I might use her as a club. She pissed me off.
Fuck.
I let her drop, but I have hold of like her ankle still. I'm not like completely letting go of her. I'm gonna swing her ass next time.
Jesus.
Awesome.
Yes,
I'm
he
raged.
is.
I'm pissed.
You know what? When she goes limp, do you have her facing towards you or out toward?
Like up towards me, so I can make sure like if I see her starting to stir, I'm just gonna pick her up and smack her again on the ground.
So, when that happens, when she goes, all of a sudden her face kind of ripples and shifts as you see the appearance of the high elf that she was wearing. Her face shifts and changes to very pale white skin. Her hair color goes completely white. And yeah, you've never seen a creature like her.
Like kind of albino?
Ew.
Like what?
Like an albino?
Like albino.
Oh, not even albino. Just like her face is very featureless and
Think of the races that just
Also
got
like,
introduced.
so like Voldemort.
yeah. I mean,
Without
you
the
two
snake
can make
feature.
you guys can. You two are shocked to see a changeling in front of you.
Oh, a changeling.
Her face changes. Toguro, what is your reaction again? What did you say?
I kind of scream a little bit like, ah! Now I have really no issue using her as a club. You only need one hand, but like to make sure I'm still grappling her, like I kind of have like her ankles I'm holding on to. So
Okay.
if I need to, I can swing her.
Jesus.
So brutal.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do next round. I'm gonna swing her to hit him in the water. Got it.
I love it.
This guy's gonna step up and go toe to toe with Laura. And he makes a feeble attempt to swing at her. Whiffs. And then Mannie, this guy is gonna get right there. This guy's gonna move right here, and they're both gonna attack you.
Damn.
23 from the first guy to hit you,
Yep.
and then 15 from the other guy to hit you.
Shield that one.
That's right. So the first guy does 12 damage to you.
Good God.
And it's Feyora's turn. She's going to take this motherfucker.
I really hope she takes that.
That would be epic.
Fucking nat 20. This girl's
Nice.
crushing it.
Jeez. We'll take it.
So, yeah, she like stabs this guy with her maul. And this is another orc. And runs it clear through him, and all her strength, you see she like picks him up on her maul and just casts him overboard. It is Carver's turn. He appears right there.
Is anyone else hearing Pirates of the Caribbean music playing?
Actually,
Okay. Okay.
right. We're gonna have to add that in.
Yeah.
A version of it without being hit by the copyright laws.
Right. Twist it just enough.
I wasn't going to say anything, but that's what's going on in my head.
Randomly. Rhodes?
Oh God, not yet, not yet. We're not there yet. So Feyora, Mannie, and Toguro, you guys are about to get hit.
Wow, man. What?
Doesn't, and it's instantaneous. I don't see any saves, you guys. So yeah, you see his hand start curling with flames as he has his hand on one hand holding his sword and his other hand out at you guys as 3 rays of fire come curling at y'all.
Oh, shit.
Be a ranged spell attack. Adam, that one's gonna hit you. Another 23. Mannie, that's a 19 to hit you.
Balls.
And Feyora, that's a 20. Hit her.
Oh,
Well,
man.
good thing she has half damage, though, right?
Yeah, well, she's
Maybe.
a fighter.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. You're gonna,
Okay,
Adam,
okay.
you're gonna take 5 damage. Mannie,
Yeah.
you're going to take 8 damage. And Feyora is going to take 12 damage.
Damn.
Oh, wait. Did he have to roll for that? Sorry. That was an attack roll.
They were attack.
Was
Those were attack rolls, yeah.
okay. Then I do. Sorry. I'm very new to this. I do Spell Sender. Blood Curse of the Spell Sender. Okay, when a creature casts a spell that requires an attack roll within 60 feet, which he is, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. Let's say, okay, so I need to roll a 12, and that'll be an automatic miss. Oh, wow, that is a 13.
So just.
Yep, so that
Man, so everyone's, yeah.
Yep. Yes, I got to use that.
I
I've been
love
waiting
that.
to use that forever.
So he
I
still needs a
love
roll
that.
disadvantage, right?
No, because I amplified.
Or since you were trying to go for
Yeah,
it.
I
Gotcha.
amplified.
So you guys all still,
So that's an automatic miss on that spell.
And it's like Dispel.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
like a
good.
dispel. Yeah.
nice. All right. So, Mannie, you are up as you just took fire damage from Scorching Ray.
I'm actually going to use 2 sorcery points and recover a first level spell slot back. And then I'm going to launch another firebolt towards Carver.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Awesome. 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Let's go, dude. We got this.
Toguro.
Okay. I move at half speed with her. And then I'm going to use her to shove him down and make him prone. Because you can shove people to make them prone.
Okay.
So that's just contesting strength check. Which I have advantage on.
Oh,
Oh, that's natural 20.
Nice.
So I don't even know if I'm going to get another 20,
Close
but
enough.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
2 really good
natural
rolls.
20 to use her to swing into him to knock him down, like shoving him prone.
God damn it. Let me, and he's got to make a contesting strength
Yeah.
check.
Either strength or dex, whatever. I think it's whatever he
And he needs
wants.
to get a natural
He
20.
needs to get a
Yeah.
natural 20. Oh, he rolled a motherfucking 19.
Oopsie.
Son of a bitch. I mentioned I hate gaming with
Yes. Many times.
Okay.
With who?
Because
Adam.
he always
I hate gaming with
he
Adam.
always seems to
Fucks
screw
everything up.
all the plans up. I love it.
Okay.
Lokeros has a big smile on his face right now.
So, but well played, sir. Well played, sir. I'm gonna kill you now.
I just keep knocking him down. Every time he stands up, I'm like, no.
So it's the minions' turn. We have 2 left here on deck. Guy's gonna move behind you, Adam, to attack. And Mannie, you're getting attacked by the other. Adam, you're taking 27 hits you.
Right, yeah.
And
Yeah, that really is.
That really hits hard.
He touched my soul with his sword.
and Mannie, an 18 hit you.
Yeah.
Adam, you take 14 damage.
Is that the reduced? Or
No, you do the math.
okay, so that'd be 7.
Mannie, you take 8 damage.
Okay. Is that half?
I'm gonna. Okay, bitch. I'm gonna kill you now.
Wait. No.
So it's Feyora's turn. Mannie, she's gonna come to your rescue.
Thank you.
Big, beautiful orc comes over to crush this man. And she just. Fuck. I like how she's rolling the nat 20s.
Holy cow, really?
Damn, really?
God damn
Holy
it.
Shit.
This bitch.
Man, I'm glad we brought her.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So with this guy, she just like wraps her hand around his skinny neck, picks him up, and then just like drives her axe straight into his gut and just like pulls to the left, and you see his insides just spill out across you.
Mannie just like quivers a little and just
Yeah.
oh god.
His lower half just like drops with a thud to the ground. And she just
That's rough.
she throws the other half overboard. You still see she's just like completely different person still. She's just super angry.
Oh my god. I look over at Carver. I'm like, do we need to continue this?
Lokeros, you're up.
Yeah, I am. I move right up to him and
Oh god.
Crimson Right back on.
Mhm.
Oh
And
man.
I am driving my sword right down through his back. Disadvantage, right? I mean, advantage.
You get advantage. He gets disadvantage if he attacks you.
Okay, well, let's see. That is 21.
That hits.
Okay. Damage. Ooh, that's a 6. I'm going to reroll that one. And that's a 9. Let's see, 5. That's 14. The normal damage. And Crimson Right. 6. And as a bonus action, I put on Blood Curse of the Marked to double that. So that's 12 fire damage.
Another 6. Gotcha. Okay.
And attack number 2. Oh, yeah, nat 20. I love
God.
advantage.
Jesus Christ.
Love advantage. Okay, here we go. All right.
This guy wasn't the big bad, was he?
Okay, so
'Cause-
that's 10, 20, 25, 25 from the sword, and another 8 from Crimson Right.
Okay.
Wow.
He's still
Is he
alive.
still alive?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Holy
I
crap.
have a
His arm.
I was gonna say I made character sheets for him and some of the crew members just so I could keep track of health and stuff. He's still alive.
How's he?
I'm
how's
just
he,
imagining Monty Python and
how's he
Holy Grail,
looking?
like the
Yeah,
Black
is
Knight.
he like Black Knighting it, or is he?
It's just a flesh wound. Hopping on
Or
one
is he
leg.
looking like he's, seen much better days?
Somehow he still manages to maintain that cocky, just like look on his face.
I cannot wait for my turn.
Yeah.
So
This guy's vicious.
yeah, he doesn't seem like he's down, and he looks like, and he doesn't look happy about his current predicament, but at the same time, he doesn't look terrified or afraid. He just looks more like driven right now. He still has that cocky look in his eyes. As he sees you guys all starting to turn in on him, and he's down on the ground. And what was it you said to him, Mannie?
Oh, I had said, do we have to continue this?
Oh, he just like spits out some more blood, and you see like a piece of tooth come out with it as well. As he's been hit and pushed by Toguro, even with that drive from Lokeros and seeping with blood and whatnot. He's just like, I'm not ready to quit today.
Wow, geez, that was like 60 damage I just did.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were going to finish him. Almost. And he's just like, you guys got this around for now. As all of a sudden, he goes to do that move again, like he's trying to get up. And as you smack her down on him, he grabs her shoulder, and the two of them instantly teleport. So she instantly drops from her hand or from your hand, and they both have disappeared for now. That guy's left, and technically we'd be at Mannie's turn. So what's your move?
All right, well, firebolt that last guy there. That's gotta hit.
Oh,
Natural
yeah,
15
like
plus
these
7.
minions super out.
18 damage of fire.
So Toguro, you're next, as your weapon has disappeared from your hands.
Aww. Okay, well, I'm gonna hit this guy a lot.
As you go to turn around to hit him, you covered in blood and viscera.
Oh, it's back. Okay. Do I still have the bardic inspiration, or would that be all gone?
Yeah, no, you still have it.
Yeah. No,
What's that
you
give
still
me?
have
To
it.
add 6 or 1d6.
Yeah. 1d6 to any attack roll, not damage. Anything
So
but
D6
damage.
the attack roll.
Mhm.
24 hit him.
Oh gosh, yeah,
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the 18 hit him.
yeah.
21 with that attack,
Oh, that's right. You had the nice.
and I get another attack, right? Because I have 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
He's not
he
dead.
is, but I don't think he cares right now. That
Toguro doesn't care.
I'm just
Yeah.
guessing.
I'm mad that. Oh, so did I kill
Oh
him?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you destroyed
Yeah,
him.
I hit him in the jaw with my axe, like down to the chest, opening him up, tear out his tongue, and I wipe his ass with it because I'm pissed. I lost my plaything.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at the new one, buddy. Is that all the enemies
that's all
that you killed?
No, you
Or
could
is
clear
there
the
still
top
Cleared
deck.
the deck.
I'm going to run to the stairs and
Yeah.
poke my head downstairs, see if
You
I
don't
see road.
see road. You see stairs that lead down into a long hall.
Hey,
So,
hey, Mannie,
um,
heal yourself up real quick.
I'll be fine once we find road. And I keep going.
you see Feyora. I was gonna say, as
Okay.
you guys are doing that, Feyora, she looks kind of like is breathing heavy and panting. And she kind of like blinks and shakes herself out of it, like, oh shit. Who needs a potion? I think we need to. I could use a quick potion.
Take one. I could use one too, if you got an extra. But
I've got a couple. Yeah.
Manny will
I was
give
going to
one
say,
to
who
Lokeros
needs
as
healing
well.
before you can on?
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll just
I mean, I
take
do, but-
one potion.
She has a couple of greater healing potions. As she's like lifting her potion to drink, you see her hands a little bit shaky and whatnot.
Good workout.
Yeah, I haven't.
That really helped.
And she kind of like looks around, almost like embarrassed at that display, and she's just like, "Yeah, sorry, I haven't fought like that in a long time, so a bit rusty."
Aren't we all? Now let's go downstairs and
let's go
look for our
find
friends.
your friends. And you guys begin descending to the ship.
All right. We're coming for your road.
Thanks for joining us for the Arias adventures here on Party Advantage. Come join our community over on our Discord server and hang out with the cast and fellow fans of the show by following the link in the episode description. Find us on Twitter and Facebook using @PartyAdvantage to check out fun posts, polls, and special announcements. Don't forget to send in your questions for the December bonus episode to partyadvantagepodcast@gmail.com. Lastly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you stay current with all our episodes on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Come back next week for the Farwind Saga run by fellow DM Rob Kerr. Will the party find an advantage on their next encounter? Only one way to find out. See you then.